Back to our breaking news this morning, a massive fire in Abbotsford at Fraser Way RV. But one of the major issues is all that flooding. Crews just simply can't get in there. Let's go back up to Amber Belzer and her Global One chopper. My goodness. Amber, what can you tell us?
Oh, the destruction here is pretty incredible. Over 50 rows of vehicles from pickup trucks to RVs burning at this time. You can see just how close they're getting to this power pole in the area, which I know has been a concern, as we heard from officials that the smoke could cause grounding, so they've been monitoring that. We also have a propane fill site on the same lot as just a little bit further away from the fire, so fire crews have been shooting water on that because it's on the side closest to the highway. But as you can see, there's a big moat. It's like an island, this business right at the moment, because of the flooding in the Sumas prairies. And the fire crews, even though there's half a dozen of them, they just can't get to the fire itself. So it has been really hard to have any control. They're just having to watch it burn right at this time, and huge billows of black toxic smoke is headed southwest over the Abbotsford area. The only saving grace is that a large part of the area is flooded, so there's no one in the direct vicinity of this smoke, although some residents up on the hill have been told to close their windows and turn off any HVAC system. So it is definitely a really bad situation, multiplied by, of course, the flooding over the last couple of days.
Yeah, I mean, that smoke is a really good point you bring up there, Amber. You can see how much it's billowing, and that is the reason why there's so much concern for people to shut their windows. Just on the other side, where you were showing those fire crews, I mean, it's hard to see from here or really understand, but that is just a huge moat of water they can't get over right now. So they were hitting that area that was propane. You bring up such a good point about those power lines, because that is the last thing they need right now, is to knock out power, knock the grid off. So it seems at this point, are they just going to be letting these RVs burn?
Yeah, it seems that way at this point. There's no other option really, other than containing the things that they can control, which is the power lines, hopefully, because they're far enough away, and then the propane fill site is just right about where they're putting the water. You can see those right by the gray van. There's a couple of yellow markers, and those are around the stations where right there is where the propane is. So they are keeping that safe, but you can see how close the fire is to that. So they are trying to minimize the impact to make sure that it doesn't go from bad to much, much worse.
It's incredible, those pictures where you just came from, Amber, because you can see the scorched area, the vehicle graveyard left behind by those flames. And that is, as you mentioned, going to continue. Just a few cars were spared, but could you imagine the ownership group at Fraser Way RV? They were somehow spared by the floods, only to be decimated by flames. It is a very tough time for everyone in that area right now. We are thinking of them. Wonderful reporting, Amber. We again will check in with you in just a little bit. That is Amber Belzer up in Global One. Meantime,